Hey everybody, Very Transformed here again, and today I'm reviewing the Transformers Power of the Primes Legends class, Dinobot Slash. Now Slash here is a new Dinobot. She is not one of the G1 characters, and she is a Velociraptor. So they're not really intruding on any classic Dinobot designs, but she is meant to kind of fit in with the OG Dinobots. And let's start with her card, where we can see a pretty nice artwork for her actually. And yeah, it is it's a Fembot Dinobot, so double new stuff. And on the back, she is the Nexus Slash, which means she locates bots who can form flawless combiners, and oh good lord. Yeah, anybody who's seen the Dinobot combiner form knows it's anything but flawless, so boy. She's not too good at her job, is she? Oh well. Well, look at Slash here. She is a pretty nice looking little Velociraptor. Considering this is the only Dinobot mode, it's really not just going off its G1 transformation. It is pretty good looking. I mean, yeah, the undercarriage is a little bit blocky and also has a big hole going through it. But this is a small little Legends class, and as mentioned, she doesn't really have a mold she's going off. This is completely new territory for, at least for Hasbro and Takara. So, she makes a decent little Legends class. Here she is next to her Wave Mates Wind Charger and Beachcomber. And she is a bit shorter, but she is also much taller, as you expect from a Beast mode compared to a Card mode. And just for another comparison, here is a Titan Master next to her. And of course, she also carries her the Titan Master gimmick, or Power Master gimmick, where she can actually have one ride her. So you can just open up her back there. Big old slot for a Titan Master or Power Master to sit. And you can kind of just... Not quite... Oh wait, you gotta have the hands out of the way. I was wondering why it wasn't fitting. Oh, this crest might get in the way too. It's going to kind of depend from Titan Master to Titan Master with some of these. But it should... And Beachcomber just went on in his own way. Ah, there we go. Kind of break the legs like that, and there you go. Got a Titan Master riding inside of her. And looks alright. It's kind of weird her back has to open up for it, but... Then again, I guess it's no weirder than Wind Charger having to completely open up to fit one inside of him. But anyway, that's her gimmick with it. And looking at her, it is a very nice little Velociraptor mode. It definitely kind of fits in as a G1 style one with all the big shapes and circular and the upright stance. There is some hints from robot mode as the legs, how they fold up cause a gap there. And you can see the robot hands on the back of the legs, of the dino legs. But I really do like how they handled the paint with the Dinobots. They kind of get that G1 toy look. What they did was really clever, I think. It looks like it's a double layer of plastic, but it actually isn't. What they did is they took clear plastic and then painted the inside gold. You can actually see this when you look at the little hatch. You can see on the inside it's actually completely painted in gold. But since it's clear plastic, from the outside it kind of gives this layer of circuitry kind of look. Same goes for the head here. It's actually made of clear plastic, but if you open up the mouth, you can see on the inside it's actually painted in gold. So while it kind of gives the appearance of two layers without actually having to do it, same goes for the hips here. You can actually see that. And it does make a very cool kind of circuitry kind of look. And gives the original effect of the toys off without actually having to make two layers of plastic. And the other Dinobots follow similar patterns, and it's a pretty nice look. It's a neat little cheat to kind of give the effect of more effort went into this than it actually did, but it's also really smart. Articulation-wise, she does actually have a decent amount in this mode. There is a hinge at the head so she can look up and down, and her mouth also has a separate hinge so it can open very wide. So it is pretty decent there. You do get hinges for the arms. They do bump into the legs so they can't fully rotate. Well, not without some clearance, but enough so you can move them at least. There is a ball joint at the hip that goes all the way around and can go outward about that far. In some cases a little bit farther depending on how the legs are positioned. There is a swivel here, as this is the robot arm right here. She does have a 90-degree knee joint. No movement at the feet, so... kind of stuck with like this kind of pose, so if you're going to have the leg straightened, you actually have to have it pretty far back. But you could get like a stepping pose if you want, although balance issues do apply. But most of the time you're going to kind of keep the legs kept up at 90-degree angle just to kind of get this balanced look. The tail is on a hinge, but it reveals the head, so... the legs do still kind of hide the head. It's pretty decent. But overall, I think it's a very nice little Velociraptor mode for her. So, to get her in a robot mode, it's pretty simple. We're going to start off by straightening out to legs, like so. Flip the claws back on these hinges to give the hands more reveal. It also kind of cleans up the dino kibble a little. Next, you're going to want to come to the back here, open up the hatch. It is actually part of the transformation. Straighten out the head with the neck a little. And this whole piece comes back on this hinge back here and actually clips from down here. It'll just fold up and collapse into there. And you can close the hinge back up and it actually does click into place a little. Just point the Velociraptor's arms up a little. Bring the robot arms down. Go ahead and take the tail and just fold it on back. And finally, you're going to grab the bottom of the Velociraptor belly, which are now going to be the robot legs. Just grab them, they will come untabbed from here, and they are tabbed right there. Bring them on down, split them, and instead of a waist rotation, you actually rotate each leg. Like so. And then just flip out the feet. Can be a little hard because how small it is, but... okay, I have never had a problem flipping this foot out, and now, because I'm on camera, I am. There we go. Flip that little foot out like so. And there you have little Dinobot Slash in her robot mode. Let's get a good position there. There we go. And for the sake of comparison, here she is next to her more blocky G1 wave mates, Windcharger, and Beachcomber. You see she's a lot more slender than the other two here, which works for a Finbot, I guess, and considering she's a Velociraptor, I think it kind of just comes with it. And of course, here she is next to a Titan Master, still towering over them. So let's go get these two out of the way. And I do think she makes a really nice little Dinobot, especially since this is the first Finbot, and of course it's a new character. I guess the name Slash has been used before, but you get what I mean. New character for this style. Overall, I think she does still have a very fierce look. She has more of like a speed look compared to the other Dinobots' power, brute kind of look. I feel like she'd work well as like a thief or a rogue or a ninja kind of character, rather than a big brute smash kind of look that the other ones go for. Let's start with that head sculpt, and it does kind of remind me of Swoop. Kind of Swoop with more of a circular head. But I do like she has kind of a visor going on. It's kind of like she's wearing a pair of red sunglasses. The paint is actually red for the little visor and silver for the face. She's actually got a lot of paint on her robot mode. I mean, shoulders are done in silver with gold on the inside for the clear plastic. There's black and silver on her chest. I think the black might be a separate piece. It's hard to say. There is gold and red on the legs. And her hands are actually painted in black. So there actually is, or actually is that paint, or is that just a separate piece as well? It's hard to say, but there's a lot of color variation going on for such a low Legends class. I mean, compared to her counterpart, she actually does have quite a bit of paint and color going on. Really, the only flaw I would say she has is, one, the tail is a bit bulbous on their back, but really that kind of comes with kibble for a little Legends figure, especially for a Dinobot. The one that does bug me, though, is the Velociraptor arms. They're kind of just hanging off the sides of her back hips. And they're very, very noticeable. If you have the arms down, you can't really see them, which is good. But if you put her in an ear pose, yeah, Velociraptor arms. Now, you can rotate them down, have them hanging down more like that, and then maybe the legs can hide them in more wide poses. But yeah, there's just Velociraptor arms down there. Although if you want, you could say it's like a four-armed attack mode and flip them forward. Kind of like that, although they don't reach very far. But that's really my only problem with this figure is the Velociraptor arms. And for a Legend, it's forgivable. I feel like they could have had these collapse in, maybe. But, as mentioned, Legends class, it's not going to be that complicated. And I can forgive it for what it does. For being a new character and not needing to do anything fancier than just being a Legends class figure that looks good, I can forgive it. And she also has an Autobot insignia right there in the middle of her chest if you notice that. So, articulation-wise, she actually has a decent amount. Swivel at the head, ball joints at the shoulders, so they can fully rotate and go outward. Get that swivel again right there, very tight. Get the 90-degree hinge, nothing at the hands, unfortunately. No waist articulation either, considering everything back there. I can kind of understand it. You do get full movement in the hips, and unlike Windcharger, she does get that swivel, which is part of her transformation. She does get 90-degree knees, and you could say she has some foot movement, but not really flat ground, but does work. So overall, really good articulation, really good paint, just a really good sculpt, I think. I didn't think I would be that interested in her since she's a new Dinobot that I don't really know, but for being a new Dinobot, she's actually a pretty cool little figure, and I like the idea of a Dinobot Fembot for some reason. It just sounds really interesting. And like I mentioned, the only complaint I really have are the Velociraptor arms, and even then, that might not bug everybody. It doesn't really get in the way of everything, it just stands out is all. So overall, I do think Slash is a really good figure, and honestly, probably my favorite out of the 3 new Legends. As much as I like Windcharger and Beachcomber as characters more, and as much as I think their sculpts work great for them, Dinobot Slash seems to get the most love as the new sculpt. I guess because there's nothing hindering her, other than just she had to be a Legend class figure and she had to be a Dinobot, and they decided to throw Fembot into that too. So nothing really holding her back in that way. So overall, I think she's a great little figure. Do I think everybody will like her? No, but if you're interested in a new Dinobot or a new Fembot or a little bit of both, I think she's a great new addition to your team. So, this has been Nerdy Transformed. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you have a good day. Take care.